Cool. And starting the week with people on my team. If you want to join Team Coxsickles, that'd be caller number 10. It's brought to you by Circle K and Pepsi. Mattitude's going to spin for us in the lodge. Transport provided by Statement Limousine. We'd love to have you there. You and a pal, you'll be on my team. They can come cheer you on. You grab the first spot here on Team Coxsickles. Good luck. Caller 10. See you next month. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Voice call received.
Put this on the air, dumbass. You think you know it all? You're just nothing but a piece of shit. Talk about dumb shit that you don't have a clue about.
Another satisfied customer of the Alan Cox Show.
I hate it. This show sucks.
On 100.
They played Phoenix and beat them. Once here at home and once in Phoenix last night. Cavs over the Suns, 112-98. And they'll get a crack at the Jazz. In Salt Lake City tomorrow night, 9 o'clock is the tip-off here on MMS. And you can also listen on the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us from out of state, we have bureau chiefs in Salt Lake City who listen. Tell me where you do it. Andy listens in Topeka, Kansas. Kevin is down in Miami. Jonathan is a bureau chief in Lacey, Washington. Shauna listens in Titusville, Florida. Gloria is in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. And Barron listens to the show.
You didn't sleep.
In Scroggins, Texas. So thank you one and all. I'll have some Kids Corner for you shortly as well in a bit. The kids are always getting into some kind of trouble. And I'm never sure where to make the cutoff. You know, a Kids Corner with a teenager? I don't know. They're not a kid. But legally, they're still a kid. Does that matter? In the world of Kids Corner, does it matter if they're legally a minor? I don't know. It's a question for someone smarter than I am. Hey, our friend Tom Papa is going to be on the show tomorrow. He has a new hour on Netflix called Good For You or Having a Ball or what's it called?
I don't know.
The new Tom Papa hour.
Good For You is Taylor Tomlinson's, so it's not that.
No, it's called You're Doing Great was the last one. Oh, What a Day. What a Day is the latest from Tom Papa. So we'll catch up with him tomorrow. I have found an episode of his sitcom.
Ooh.
You ever see his sitcom?
No.
It was called Come to Papa. And it aired 2004 on NBC. And it was canceled after 4 episodes. And it starred or co-starred a then unknown Steve Carell. This was right before Carell would blow up with Bruce Almighty and Anchorman. He was Tom Papa's boss. And John Sally was Tom Papa's mailman on the show. And so I really want to pick his brain about that. Because in addition to stand-up, you will see him pop up in some dramatic roles along the way. There's a movie called The Informant that he was in. I think he played one of the FBI agents or something. And so every so often you would see him show up in something like The Informant or Behind the Candelabra. He was in that movie where Michael Douglas played Liberace.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon played his, they both had like weird makeup in the movie to make them look like they had had extensive plastic surgery.
And Tom Papa filmed a special around the time that he was filming that movie. So one of his specials from a few years ago has him with like the longer hair and the big pork chop sideburns. It's great.
Right. And he had Rob Zombie produce one of his stand-up hours because he had done a Rob Zombie film. So anyway, and then he bakes bread, does all kinds of stuff. So we'll catch up with him. I was clicking around the other night because I still do that, because I click around. And I don't know what channel it was, but they were showing, because I think it originally aired on TBS or somebody was showing an old episode of the Jim Gaffigan Show.
I love that show.
It's a great show.
It was such a funny show.
But I think that he ended it because that's when his wife got sick.
Yeah.
And she was helping him write it. TV Land is what it was. But that was 6-7 years ago, I think. But somebody's showing those old Jim Gaffigan Show episodes. So it's something to look forward to. does everyone get transported by the limousine company? No. We
Just
do.
us.
Just us.
They're carting around all of Northeast Ohio. to
Come
pick
on,
people
man.
up.
No. You're on your own, son.
One guy's in Lorraine, one guy's in Worcester.
That's how we know you. You all have to meet us in one central location. No, we are taken by Statement Limousine because we like to make a statement. We open those doors, and it's just rolls and rolls of weed smoke that come out of our limousine.
We're also bringing Snoop, that's why.
Snoop's coming. We make Mary ride in the trunk because she has addiction issues.
Correct.
And I don't want her in the cabin of the limo when we're blazing up like that.
But they give me a
because you know
little-
how I love to hit the flower.
They give me a little, like, gerbil feeder water bottle, so don't worry about me. I'll be okay. I'll have enough refreshments.
Trunk full o pellets is what we call it. I also don't have any word on Sonic Temple. People have been asking me if I've heard anything about Sonic Temple. I have not.
They're announcing the lineup tomorrow.
Yeah, they're making
at
that big
11 a.m.
thing. Is that when it is? 11 a.m. tomorrow?
That's what I just saw on their Twitter.
There you go.
I think if you want me to change the subject, you can say, no, I think I've fallen victim to a scam.
Oh.
How could I possibly say no to that? Didn't this happen before?
No, I've never been scammed. I don't think so.
I thought
Has
you
it?
had talked about being scammed
Yeah,
by
didn't
someone.
you get scammed?
I don't think I got scammed.
You scammed yourself.
I always scam myself.
But like it was the talking to the palm reader
I
or
was
whatever?
on, when I was doing the psychic on the app.
Yes.
And I spent like $150 in 3
I'm
minutes.
going to need a bit more on, right.
Well, this is another scammed myself type of situation. So when I opened my LLC for comedy, I also opened a business credit card. And I did what I thought was my fair share of research, and I picked what I thought was the right card for my needs as a businesswoman. And I went with the AMEX Platinum Travel Card for businesses, okay? They offer all kinds of like travel rewards and all these things when you book through their website and all this stuff. And as I'm going through and booking things, their website is like consistently $500 or $600 more expensive than booking straight through like Marriott.com or United.com. Whatever it is, it's always more expensive. And I just called them in the break and I was like, hey, what's going on with this?
It's a dummy website.
No, it's not a dummy website. They're like, oh, well, when you book straight through us, you get, extra points or you get,
Yeah, because you're charging more.
Well, that's exactly what I said. They're like, with a hotel, they're like, you get a $100 resort fee credit every night. And I was like, okay, but the hotel, Marriott.com, is $800 cheaper. So even with that, I'm still saving $500 to book through Marriott. And they're like, yeah, well, as you build up points, then you can pay with points, and that's not something that's offered, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so what you're saying is that I'm just paying for these points, essentially. I'm paying you $500 to give me points. And the guy's like trying to talk himself out of the circles, and he's like, no, because like when you win the annual fee credit of like,
Oh, no.
and I'm like getting aggravated because this
So it's not a
card-
scam. You just, there was some fine print you didn't read?
No,
or
because they
Well, you don't have to use it, right?
No, you don't have
to
to.
use it that way.
But I also like they offer on their website, it's like best hotel rate guaranteed. And I was like, okay, so if it says that, do you guys do price match? And they're like, no, that's just like as an overall average of what all of the websites
what do they mean
have.
by guaranteed?
That's what they mean. As an overall overall average of all of the prices that are out
That
there.
have ever
Existed
Theirs
ever?
are the best on average. And he
guaranteed.
guaranteed on average per capita. But the guy couldn't give me a reason not to cancel it. I was like, so I guess I don't understand what I'm gaining
Right.
through this. And he's like, oh, well, you get, lounge membership. And I said, yeah, I would be paying less if I just bought the lounge membership at the airport.
Yeah.
If I went directly through like United Club and purchased it, that's
so
less than your annual fee.
How was the guy able to talk his way out of it?
No,
Did
he
you hear
was-
him flipping the pages of the script they're supposed to read from?
He was just kind of sitting there and was like, yeah, I'm
She's got us.
sorry, but it's just basically about building up the points and the loyalty and the this and the that. And I'm like, I was like really aggravated because
This is not a way to engender loyalty, sir.
It just felt like I got lied to when it's like, oh, you're going to get all these travel
not
benefits
what
and everything's going to
companies
be
do.
great. And we're always going to give you the best price guaranteed. And then when I call it, I'm like, hey, it's cheaper on Marriott's website. And they're like, yeah, sorry about that. And I'm like, okay, so you're not going to do anything to try to.
No, it's like it or lump it.
Well, that's so frustrating, especially when this card has a $700 annual fee.
Right.
So I'm like, so what am I paying you $700 a year for if you're going to say, oh, those things we promised you?
Why did you get a card with a $700? I mean, with all the other stuff, even if they're giving you the best price.
Because all of these things are supposed to pay for itself. It's like, oh, you get $100 back on this when you buy. You get free TSA pre-check. They cover that. Like, so all the things
they're not
going to
lose money on the deal.
But I guess I'm just like, so everything you said is like a lie. Everything that you got me to sign up for this card for, none of it's true. Because when I call you on it, you're like, oh, yeah, except just not in this case. And I'm frustrated.
I understand.
I don't know if that's necessarily me getting scammed, but it's like I read, I before I applied for this credit card, I probably did at least 2 or 3 weeks of like looking up different credit cards and which ones had the best travel this and perks and transferable points and all that kind of stuff.
But didn't you already have a card that you using for travel?
I use United for travel, but
so
this was like for my
for
like my business account or whatever, so that all my stand-up
what
travel
were you
goes
trying
in
to
one thing.
What were you trying to book for $800?
No, it was an $800 difference.
Okay, but like what
I'm going to be
hotel?
gone when I'm in LA. I'm going to be gone for 5 nights, and I need to find a hotel, and it's like,
oh, you haven't booked your hotels for LA yet?
No, that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm on these. I'm on this stupid website because they're like, oh, best rights guaranteed and best price and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, but it's not. It's not the best price. It's not the best rates. You're making me pay for
you're
these
also
extra
2
points.
weeks out.
I'm not even worried about how expensive it is. My point is the discrepancies between their prices and the prices if I were to book directly through Marriott is an $800 difference. And they're telling me,
then
well,
book with Marriott.
Right.
But can't you use that card to book with Marriott and still earn points?
Yes, but not in the same way. You only get 1 point per dollar. Whereas they're like, well, you get 5 points per dollar.
Did you tell them you'd like to cancel?
I said that. I said, well, we were coming back from a break, so I didn't have time to go through and cancel my card. But I was like, so what are the perks of staying with you guys if I can just open a Marriott card and save money? Well, it's about loyalty over time, and as you build
he just
up
keeps
and
repeating the same
status,
thing.
and
Same
aren't you loyal, Mary? Come on.
No, I'm loyal to saving money.
Did you have to sign a loyalty oath? Let me give you some money here. It's $1,000. Let's say that would cover your annual fee on Mary's credit card. It's $1,000 to do with whatever you see fit. I hope you win. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword GRAND at WMMS.com. That's GRAND. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Hello? Who's this?
Hi, this is Mary Santora Comedy LLC. I'm calling in regards.
Sorry, is that your name?
That's my account with you?
Mary Santora Comedy is your name.
No, that's what my account is registered under with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm calling because I'm seeing a discrepancy in prices between your website and Marriott's website.
Yeah, well, it's all about the loyalty,
Well, why would I be loyal to a company that is more expensive?
Hold on, please. Hello, customer service.
Hi, yes. I'm just seeing that if I were to book directly through Marriott instead of you, it's $800 cheaper, and I'm wondering if there's anything you can do to maybe lessen that gap.
Hold on, please. Yeah, hi. Who'd you book through?
I haven't booked through anybody yet. I was debating.
So what's the problem? Wait, you haven't booked anything yet?
No, not yet. I'm trying to get the best prices, which are what you promised when I signed up for this credit card. But
Yep, best price.
But it's not the best price?
Look again.
No, I have it all right here.
What's it say?
It says that you're $800 more expensive.
No, yep, that's the best price you can get for
But
what
it's-
you're trying to do there.
But it's not because Marriott's website is different.
That can't be right.
It is. Would you like me to
Hold on,
send?
please.
Okay. I just don't know
What
what
company are you trying to reach again?
this AMEX travel.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hello, AMEX Travel.
Hi. What am I getting? Everything you guys are more expensive. Everything I've been promised isn't real. Like what? What do you do for people?
Well, it's all loyalty.
But I am loyal, and I'm not getting the
You
rewards.
don't sound too loyal to me.
I'm aggravated.
Yeah, you're aggravating.
I can be aggravated and loyal.
I hear from a lot of people who are pretty loyal. I don't hear a lot of aggravation in their voice.
All I'm saying is everything I was promised is not happening.
Yeah.
So what can
What
you
did we
do?
promise you?
You promised me the best prices on hotels when booked through you.
Okay, hold on, please.
Oh my God.
Hello, Best Price Department.
Hello, Best Price Department. You are a liar, and I would like this situation to be remedied.
Ma'am, please, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
if you could please just calm down for a second.
I'm calm.
Please calm down.
I am calm.
Please smile more.
You can't see a smile
Hold
through
on,
the phone.
please.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is unreal.
I definitely can't see a smile through the phone, ma'am, because you just sound aggravated.
I am aggravated because you guys are lying to me.
Uh,
How can you get me the best price is my question. What am I getting as a membership to you?
Well, you're getting, we're getting some loyalty, I hope.
What does that even mean?
Ma'am, it's all about the loyalty and the perks, okay?
But there are no perks if it's more expensive.
There are perks.
What are my perks?
You're gonna get where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to go to Los Angeles, California.
Oh my God, they have so many perks there. You are gonna love Los Angeles.
But those aren't
Perks.
your perks.
Yeah, there are perks.
The weather in Los Angeles is not a perk of
No,
American
not-
Express.
Not the weather. We're handing out all kinds of perks there.
What
Hold on,
perk?
please.
Oh,
My perks, LA office.
God. Hi. I just need a perk.
Just one perk.
I just need one perk.
Just one perk. All
Yeah.
I need is one perk.
There you go.
I want to feel
Tell Mary to get a
perks.
card you can redeem for cash.
Well, that was the whole point, is that they're like, you can transfer this to any airline or any hotel, or like there's like unlimited number of everything. And not,
That sounds like a perk.
yeah, but it's not true.
Well, it's got to be true. They said it.
Also, you know, if you hadn't slept until noon today, you probably could have done this morning.
Right. I could have, but I didn't.
But she didn't. All right.
It's not a scam, but it feels like I'm being lied to.
That's all companies are doing is lying to people. How is this new information?
No,
I mean, you
they're
got to
not
go
even
over.
lying. They're telling you how you can do it, but it's like when you're watching an ad for a car and they're like, you know, they're showing like this luxury automobile and you can get it for $200 a month, but you have to check all these different boxes in order to make that happen.
But my point,
For you to be able to max out these rewards, you probably have to spend a certain amount of money for it to actually be beneficial, and you haven't hit that threshold
that
yet.
doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah,
to
but to-
say we have the best price guaranteed on hotels, and
Right,
then I
but
call you
they
and say,
no, they said they have the best price guaranteed on average.
but then I call you and say it's $800 cheaper, and
Right,
then they
well,
say,
on
well,
average-
sorry.
They go,
They're-
well, some of them
yeah.
are $200.
Yeah.
The one you're looking for happens to be $800.
I feel like I should
But on
cancel.
average, right there in the middle.
I feel like I should cancel this card.
Did you already pay your Did you get your $700
As soon-
back?
No. Well, if you cancel, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if you're getting that back.
Probably not.
You should cancel it.
I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And I find a card that doesn't lie.
And take a paper statement, although it's probably all electronic. Take a paper statement, wipe your booty with it, and then mail it to that guy. I hope you got his name and his CSR number.
No, because I'm not trying to get him in trouble. He actually didn't even have an answer for me.
Ma'am, I can't tell you about the perks.
Maybe
I'd,
he's just bad at his job.
It felt like he wanted to be like booked through Marriott. Is what it felt like.
Probably.
I'm not supposed to tell you this, but
Hey, we're actually kind of trash. So.
People ask for that. I want
I'm
your
in.
CSR.
He's like, I'm in my living room in Austin, Texas. I don't
Right.
know what you're looking for, but here's what you should do. Well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it sounds like. I would.
How aggravated should I be about this?
Well, I would imagine
Let's
that
do
they're.
your last year and then stop.
I would imagine that they're not awash in calls like yours, or that everybody would be
I'm sure they
canceling.
are.
You think?
Yeah.
Everybody would be canceling.
But then I also said, well, can we remedy this? And she was basically just like, or he was just basically just like, no. as you spend, your points will build up, and it'll be worth it in the end.
So
He
you gotta-
probably-
you gotta
he-
wait, it'll be worth it in the end.
He probably.
That's what they mean.
He probably also. That's the worth it in the end. That's the anthem of Big Billy's Bottom Boys. I couldn't remember the name. Tubing team. They probably looked at how long you'd been a member. Billy,
Yeah.
screw her. She's
Well,
1
yeah.
month in.
I mean, I've only been a member since October. Yeah.
That's not very loyal.
But at the
They're
same
looking
time,
for years of loyalty.
I
They're looking
will-
for people who can navigate the ebbs and flows, navigate the rocks and the beaches.
I will build up loyalty if it makes sense to me.
Yep.
But spending an extra $800 doesn't make sense to me.
I think you should cancel that card.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just surprised you haven't booked your hotels. Like, isn't it better to
They just emailed me today and said we don't give you a hotel for this gig.
okay for that gig?
Yeah.
That one in particular.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's why I'm like, oh,
Well,
cool.
also, why are you staying at a Marriott?
I'm just looking up in general. I went to AMEXtravel.com because that's what they told me to do. And I looked up the hotels that they have. And then I was like, I wonder what it would be to. Okay.
What's the matter with Marriott?
I don't.
Come on,
I'm just
Marriott.
saying, like, if she's trying to save money, maybe go with a lesser hotel.
Motel 6?
No, it's just
XL Inn?
It's just the one that I happen to compare.
Well, maybe they're talking about other hotels that they can give you.
She's
a better
trying
price.
to be all fancy.
They're like, oh, our price? No. I think you want a Days Inn is what you're thinking.
The fine print on that is you can only stay there during the day. Why is someone kicking me out at night? Man, this is a Days Inn.
You may take
Says
a
it
nap.
on the wall.
Perhaps you
Days
didn't
Inn,
read
not
the
Nights
fine print, ma'am. You want to go down the street to the Nights Inn. That's Nights with a K.
Yeah, so you better
One
have
and the
a
other.
horse and a lance.
That's right. 75 North. All right, I got to take a break here. If you want to text 35192, listen wherever on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7
WMMS.